You don't need me to tell you something is shifting. You already feel it. Thoughtful. There's a warmth arriving, something that feels like coming home, like being held after a long stretch of standing alone in the cold. And I need to tell you why, because what's happening in the sky tomorrow is one of the most nourishing combinations I've seen in months. I'm Luna Solano, 40 years reading charts, and what I'm seeing for tomorrow, for the next 48 hours specifically, is something I'd call rare in the most beautiful sense of that word. The moon is entering Cancer tomorrow, her own sign, the sign she rules, the sign where she is most herself, most powerful, most at home. And she's not entering an empty sky. Jupiter is already there, waiting. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, of grace, of the universe's most generous impulses, has been sitting in Cancer since last year, and it is exalted there. Do you know what that means? Jupiter is not just present in Cancer. He is in the sign where he does his very best work, where his gifts are amplified, where the blessing lands fully. If that combination sounds significant, subscribe before we go further. I'll be bringing you this kind of guidance every few days, and the next few weeks especially are not weeks to miss. Here's what I need you to understand first. Jupiter in Cancer is a 12-year event. Jupiter takes approximately 12 years to travel through all 12 signs of the zodiac. The last time he was in Cancer, exalted doing this exact work, was 2013 and 2014. Think back to that period. What was expanding in your home life? What was growing in your family? What felt abundant in the emotional, domestic, nurturing areas of your life? Because whatever was blooming then, that energy is available again now, with interest. Jupiter entered Cancer last June, and he has been slowly building his influence ever since. He turned retrograde in November, spent 4 months reviewing and deepening his work, and then, on March 10th, just 12 days ago, he turned direct again. He is now moving forward with full force, and tomorrow the moon arrives in his sign. Let me tell you what a Moon-Jupiter conjunction in Cancer actually feels like, because I think you've been feeling it already, and you might not have had a name for it. It feels like a moment of emotional permission, like something inside you that has been contracted, held tight against the possibility of disappointment, begins to soften. It feels like remembering that you are allowed to need what you need, that your desire to be held, to belong somewhere, to feel at home in your life is not weakness. It is the most human thing there is, and the sky is honoring it tomorrow. Now here is something I want to be honest with you about, because I believe you deserve honesty more than you deserve comfort. The moon in Cancer is also in square to the sun in Aries right now. The sun in Aries, together with Saturn, who is also sitting in Aries, creates a tension. A beautiful tension, but tension nonetheless. Aries is about independence, about the self, about the singular drive toward what you want. Cancer is about interdependence, about family, about the self in relation to those it loves. When these two energies square each other, the sky is asking you a question. What does it mean to be yourself while also belonging to something greater than yourself? How do you pursue your own path while still tending to the people and places that hold your heart? This is not a question with a simple answer, but it is one the cosmos is putting directly in front of you over the next 48 hours, and I want you to sit with it rather than rush past it. Let's go deeper into what the Cancer moon with Jupiter is activating. There are 3 distinct blessings available in this window, and I want to walk you through each one. The first blessing is this: your home is about to become your sanctuary rather than your stress point. I know that for many of you, home has been complicated lately. Saturn in Aries, the planet of challenge and structure, has been creating a certain heaviness around new beginnings, around the places where you feel most exposed. But when the moon enters Cancer and joins Jupiter, the home becomes a place of refuge again, not a place you escape to out of exhaustion, but a place that actively restores you. Whatever small thing you can do tomorrow to honor your physical home, to light a candle, to cook something that smells like love, to rearrange a corner that has felt stagnant? Do it. The energy of Jupiter in Cancer responds to physical gestures of tending. You tend your home, and the universe tends you. The second blessing is this: a family relationship is ready to heal or ready to deepen in a way that surprises you. I want to speak directly to those of you who have a relationship with a family member, parent, child, sibling, extended family, that has felt strained or distant or simply unattended for too long. The Cancer moon with Jupiter is one of the most powerful transits for family reconciliation and emotional deepening. The door is open tomorrow in a way it rarely is. If there is a family member you've been meaning to call, if there is a conversation you've been putting off because it felt too complicated, tomorrow and the following day are the days to initiate it. Jupiter in Cancer expands what Cancer already does. It nurtures, it heals, it makes things feel safe enough to be vulnerable in. And here's the third blessing, and this one I want to deliver carefully because it's the subtlest and perhaps the most profound. Your emotional needs are not too much. I have read charts for 40 years, and I have sat across from so many women exactly like you, in the age range that this channel speaks to. And the most common wound I see is this: they have spent decades minimizing what they need emotionally, telling themselves they are fine when they are not, dismissing their hunger for connection, for belonging, for being truly known by someone who loves them as something frivolous or demanding. Jupiter in Cancer with the moon is the cosmos looking directly at that wound and saying, no, your needs are not too much. They are real, and they are sacred, and they deserve to be honored. This window is an invitation to let yourself feel what you actually need and to take one small step toward allowing it to be met. Let me move through the signs now, because the Cancer moon affects each of you differently depending on which house it's activating. If you are Aries, the moon and Jupiter are in your fourth house. This is your house of home, of roots, of family lineage, of where you come from. Tomorrow is a day for your domestic life to receive a genuine blessing. Something in your home expands, a repair that finally gets done, a space that opens up, an emotional warmth returning to your household. A family conversation becomes easier than you expected. If you are Taurus, this energy activates your third house, the house of communication, of your neighborhood, of siblings and cousins, and the people who are closest to you in the ordinary geography of your life. A local connection brings good news. A sibling reaches out. A conversation in your immediate circle carries more warmth and more meaning than usual. If you are Gemini, the moon and Jupiter are in your second house, the house of money, of resources, of what you value and what you possess. There is a financial warmth arriving, not necessarily a dramatic windfall, though that's possible, but a restoration of your sense of security around resources. Something that felt financially precarious begins to stabilize. If you are Cancer, listen, the moon is in your first house. Jupiter is in your first house. This is your transit, your body, your presence, your entire way of showing up in the world is being held in the arms of the two most protective and nurturing forces in the sky right now. You are magnetic tomorrow. You are seen. Whatever you need to ask for, whoever you need to reach toward, tomorrow you have the full support of the cosmos behind you. Don't waste it by hiding. If you are Leo, this energy is in your 12th house. The 12th is the house of the hidden, of the subconscious, of what we process in solitude. Jupiter in your 12th means that what you've been working through quietly, the inner work, the healing, the things you haven't been ready to bring into the light yet, is being expanded and blessed from the inside. You may not see the results immediately, but something is shifting in your interior landscape in a way that will become visible soon. If you are Virgo, your 11th house is activated. Friendships, communities, the groups and networks that form your social world. Jupiter in your 11th is one of the luckiest placements for social expansion and for receiving support from your community. Tomorrow, reach toward your people, join something, accept the invitation you've been hesitating about. The connection you make in the next 48 hours could turn into something that supports you for years. If you are Libra, your 10th house of career, reputation, and public standing, Jupiter in Cancer. In your 10th means that something in your professional life is being blessed right now. A recognition you deserve is building. A leadership opportunity is opening. Tomorrow, show up fully in your professional capacity. Be visible. Say yes to the thing that asks you to be seen. If you are Scorpio, your 9th house of wisdom, travel, learning, and spiritual expansion, Jupiter here is in absolute heaven. If you have been thinking about studying something new, traveling somewhere that calls to you, or deepening your spiritual practice, tomorrow is the day to take a step toward it, even a small step. Look up that program, book that ticket, open that book. The universe is expanding your world right now, and it asks only that you say yes. If you are Sagittarius, your 8th house of shared resources, of what passes between you and another person at the deepest level, this is the house of inheritances, of shared finances, of the intimacy that comes from genuine trust. Something in this area of your life is being blessed and expanded. A financial matter involving another person moves in your favor. An emotional intimacy deepens. Trust what's being offered. If you are Capricorn, your 7th house of partnership, Jupiter in your 7th is one of the most beautiful transits for committed relationships and for finding your most significant ally. If you are in a partnership, romantic, professional, creative, tomorrow that partnership is bathed in warmth and expansion. Your partner is your greatest resource right now. Let them know it. If you are seeking a partnership, the next 48 hours put you in an energetically receptive position to attract the right person. Show up. Be seen. Be open. If you are Aquarius, your 6th house of health, work, and daily rituals, Jupiter here blesses the ordinary structures of your life. Your health improves. Your work flows more easily. A daily routine that has felt grinding becomes more sustainable. And something about the way you take care of your body, your health, your energy, your daily physical practice receives an expansion and an upgrade. If you are Pisces, your 5th house of creativity, romance, and joy, Jupiter in your 5th is a direct invitation to play, to create, to allow yourself to be in love with a person, with a project, with an aspect of your life that has been bringing you genuine delight. A creative endeavor receives a blessing. A romantic situation warms and deepens, and the permission to simply enjoy being alive. That permission arrives with force tomorrow, okay? Let's talk about what to actually do with this energy. Here's what I'd tell you if you were sitting across from me. The first thing, make a phone call tonight, not a text, a call. Call the family member or close friend that has been on your mind lately, the one you think about but haven't actually reached out to. The Cancer moon with Jupiter rewards emotional courage in the most direct way possible. It gives back warmth in direct proportion to the warmth you send out. Pick up the phone. Tell someone you love them. Ask how they are, and mean it when you ask. That single act in this specific window carries more weight than you know. The second thing, do one thing for your home tomorrow, just one. Light a candle, rearrange the flowers, cook something from scratch, buy a plant and put it somewhere that needs life. The energy of Jupiter in Cancer responds to physical gestures of home tending the way a garden responds to water. You give attention to your domestic space, and the universe amplifies that attention into a deeper sense of peace and belonging. The third thing, let yourself receive. This is the hardest one for so many of you. Jupiter in Cancer is a receiving transit, not a chasing transit, not a reaching and striving transit, a receiving one. If someone offers you help tomorrow, accept it. If someone offers you kindness, don't deflect it. If the universe sends you a moment of unexpected beauty, a sunset, a kindness from a stranger, a piece of music that moves you. Stop and receive it fully. Don't rush through it. Cancer and Jupiter together are asking you to practice the radical act of letting good things in. Here's the ritual I want to give you for tonight and tomorrow. This evening, walk through your home slowly. Not to clean it or organize it, just to move through it with intention. Move through each room with your left hand open, palm up. Your left hand is your receiving hand. And in each room, say quietly or in your mind, "This space is blessed. This home holds my abundance. This is where I am safe." End in your kitchen, which in Cancer's astrology is the heart of the home. In the kitchen, pour a small glass of water, add a pinch of sugar, an ancient gesture of sweetness and offering, and say, "I am grateful for what this home holds. I am open to what it will hold next." This is not complicated magic. This is the language of Cancer. Simple, domestic, deeply felt. The universe understands it completely. Here's what I want you to carry with you from today's conversation. First, Jupiter in Cancer, exalted and direct, moving forward with full force, is one of the most genuinely generous transits you will experience this year. The window with the Cancer moon tomorrow is a peak moment within that larger blessing. Use it. Second, your home and family are not separate from your spiritual life. They are the ground of it. When you tend your home, you tend your spirit. When you heal a family relationship, you heal something in yourself that goes far deeper than the relationship itself. Cancer and Jupiter together understand this completely. Third, you are allowed to need what you need. You're longing for belonging, for warmth, for being truly at home in your life. That longing is not weakness. It is wisdom. And the cosmos is honoring it right now. Tell me in the comments, what does home mean to you right now? What is the one thing about your domestic life or your family relationships that you're hoping this Jupiter and Cancer blessing touches? I want to hear from you. I read everything. Until next time, keep looking up. This is Luna Solano.